two-dimensional collage artwork. We're going to need a nice sturdy background for all of these objects we're going to be gluing down. If you don't have a piece of wood or some type of a tongue depressor or anything, you can cut out a square, a small square from maybe your favorite cereal box or snack, and that will give you a nice sturdy background to glue your objects. Now, when you're getting your objects, this is a good time to talk about collaboration. You can ask a loved one or somebody in your household to help find like buttons or things that might have been discarded, maybe an earring that was lost, and you can kind of gather all of these objects together. I think the more, the better, and especially when you're choosing a theme. Once you have a lot of objects that are gathered together, you can decide if you want your assemblage to have a theme to it. Maybe it's a theme with color, maybe it's a theme with animal or nature. You can make that decision after you've gathered a lot of your items. Lastly, this artwork is a way to preserve or to protect and care for all of these little items. Again, these might have been items that would have been thrown away individually, loose buttons and little baubles and so forth, but we're going to take these found items and create something new with them. Now that you have your found items and objects together, we are going to glue them down onto our background. And if you would like to loosely put them together and arrange them to how you think it might go onto the background, that's wise, but just be aware it may change as we are creating our artwork. Now, when you're gluing down your objects, I would suggest not putting glue all over the background. It makes it a little hard when you're trying to place individual things down, or you might even find that you need to put the glue on the actual object as you place it. So I always like to start with a small area. I put a good amount of glue. It will dry clear, so don't worry. All right, here we go. I have decided to go with a rainbow theme, so I'm starting with my red objects first. Again, these are all found objects, but each object individually to me has meaning to me. Again, this is a way we preserve these items. Now, don't pick your artwork up as you're working on it. You need to keep it flat, or these items are going to fall right off. As you can see, I have really taken these objects and compacted them, really taken away the negative space. The more items we have, the more visually interesting our artwork becomes. So don't be afraid to stack these items on top of each other, overlapping. You may have to switch things or push things around, but we really want to make sure that we fill up the entire background part of this artwork. The more, the better. Here is the finished artwork. I wanted to point out to you a focal point in this assemblage. I would say the focal point is this yellow flower, and what focal point is where the eye is naturally drawn. So again, I would say it is this flower here, but because of the overall balance of the artwork, my eye is able to move throughout the picture plane there. And what balance is, it is a distribution of the visual weight of objects, colors, textures, and space. And I wanted to show you a couple of other artworks. I really enjoy this assemblage. It is a themed assemblage. If you are thinking fishing or something underwater, you'd be correct. I have a couple more to share with you. This particular assemblage was spray painted, and because it's all one color, we call that monochromatic in art. And because it's all one color, the focal point cannot be color. It now is perhaps the shapes that come out here, these three shells, or maybe it's the texture that really caught my eye, but I would say the focal point became this area of the artwork. And last but not least, I have this artwork here. I really enjoyed putting this artwork together. This was very special to me because every little object that I used in this artwork has meaning to me, which makes it really fun to talk about with other people. All right, here's some samples of assemblage artwork. I cannot wait to see what you create.